Sometimes, fate does strange things. Imagine this. You open your mailbox and find a letter that was supposed to arrive 20 years ago. A letter from the person you once loved more than life itself. A person you lost long ago and had given up hope of ever seeing again. But what if a single mistake could change two destinies? And what if love never really went away all this time? Today, I'm going to tell you a touching story about a letter that arrived 20 years late, and about feelings that proved stronger than time. A letter that arrived 20 years later. Inga is 42 years old, a very beautiful woman with light hair. She is calm and kind. After a failed marriage, she lives alone in her cozy apartment near Los Angeles. Max is a pleasant, handsome 50-year-old man with blue eyes and blonde hair. Inga's first love. Once upon a time, they dreamed of spending their lives together. An unexpected letter. On an autumn evening, Inga returns home after work. She enters the building, opens the mailbox, and collects all the papers and bills that were inside. Among the bills and advertisements in the mailbox lies an old, yellowed envelope. Her name and address are written on it in a familiar handwriting. Inga freezes. She whispers, "It can't be." With trembling hands, she opens the letter. Inside is a sheet of paper. Inga, if you're reading this letter, it means fate has taken pity on me after all. I've been looking for you for many years. Back then, 20 years ago, I waited for you at the train station. I waited until the last train, but you didn't come. I decided you didn't need me anymore. If this letter reaches you, know this: I never stopped loving you. Max. Tears streamed down Inga's cheeks. Inga, a 42-year-old woman with blonde hair, sat down in an armchair and began reminiscing about her younger years, which she had spent with Max. She remembered how she, young Inga, aged 18, ran down the street with a suitcase to get to the train station where Max was waiting. Back then, she and Max had decided to move to another city together and start a new life. But on the way, not far from home, she ran into her father. Young Inga, with her light hair, stopped, and her father, who categorically did not want Inga to see Max, began scolding her, and, seeing Inga with a suitcase, he forbade her from going to Max. Her father snatched the ticket from Inga's hands and threatened to kick her out of the house he had given her. Inga started crying and begged her father for the train ticket, but he wouldn't give it back. In the end, she missed the train. 50-year-old Max, with blonde hair and wearing a black leather jacket, waited a long time on the platform. But Inga was never able to go to Max. He thought he was waiting for her on the platform in vain, so he went home. The mystery is unraveled. Present day, Inga carefully examines the yellowed envelope. She notices that the envelope bears a postmark from 20 years ago. She realizes that the letter was sent a long time ago, but somehow it got lost. And why has it only just been delivered? For the first time in a long while, Inga felt hopeful that she might find Max, and she began searching for Max, no matter what. The next day, she started her search. She began calling all her old friends, acquaintances, and neighbors. Inga started looking for Max among her neighbors. She began meeting with neighbors and asking if they had seen Max in town, but no one could provide any real information. Next, Inga started searching on social media. There were no traces there either. There was no longer any hope that she could find Max. Too much time had passed. Just when all hope had faded, Inga unexpectedly ran into an elderly neighbor, started asking about Max, and the neighbor remembered that he had seen Max. "I think he came back to town a few years ago, but after that, I haven't seen Max anywhere since." Inga was overjoyed. Those words were a lifeline for her, and she continued her search. In an old photo album, Inga finds a picture of Max. On the back of the photo was the address of the house where Max's grandmother once lived. She decided to go to that address to check it out. In the morning, Inga sets off for the house. She found the house at the address. She knocked on the door, but at that moment, Inga's heart began to race. An elderly woman opened the door and looked at Inga in surprise. Inga apologized and asked the woman about Max. The elderly woman said that, yes, Max was her grandson. Hearing Max's name, Inga smiled. The grandmother said that Max comes to visit her every Saturday. Inga could barely hold back her tears. They were tears of joy. They chatted for a while, and then Inga went home. Inga was in a good mood. She was already planning to go back to her grandmother's on Saturday to see Max. Saturday, Inga went to visit her grandmother and stopped near Max's grandmother's house. She's eagerly awaiting Max's arrival. She wants to see him, look at him, talk to him. After all, it's been 20 years since they parted ways. A car pulls up. A man with a touch of gray steps out. It was Max. He saw Inga and couldn't believe his eyes. He walked over to her. They embraced and stared at each other for a long time. It was as if 20 years had vanished in an instant. Max asks quietly, "Why didn't you come back then?" Inga replies, "I tried, but..." and for the first time tells the truth, that her father wouldn't let her, took her ticket, and she couldn't come. The truth that Inga told Max. Max listened silently to everything. Then he pulls an old photograph out of his pocket, the very one where they're together. "I've carried it with me all these years." Inga can't hold back her tears. "And all this time, I've regretted only one thing, that I couldn't explain the truth to you." They walked through the autumn park. Leaves swirl around them. Max takes her hand. 20 years ago, fate tore us apart. Inga smiles through her tears. So now it's decided to make everything right. The camera pans upward. Sometimes a letter is 20 years late, but love knows how to wait even longer. And so this story has come to an end. It's a story about how a single lost letter managed to travel 20 years to find its recipient. It reminds us that sometimes fate tests people with time, distance, and circumstances. But true feelings don't fade away. They continue to live on in the heart, even when it seems like everything is long gone. What do you think? Could Inga and Max have been happy if that letter had arrived on time? Or did fate intentionally give them this reunion 20 years later? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this story, please support the channel with a like and a subscribe. There are many more touching, relatable, and inspiring stories ahead about love, hope, and unexpected twists of fate. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. Take care of your loved ones, cherish every moment, and never be afraid to express your feelings. And if this story touched your heart, leave a in the comments. That way, I'll know we need more stories like this. See you again on the channel.